What's happening? Will don't rush me. Who else? Yeah. This guy normal. Like, you don't talk to me like, I think last time we went as long as 1 or maybe even 2 years without even talking. Like, I didn't know what he was doing, he probably didn't know what I was doing. So you not keep yourself from me.
I did.
You were gallivanting all the while.
I did. Listen, I did.
I told him I love you too. All he was doing was calling me his wife, and I'm like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinyere, and with me I have my darling husband. I think about a year ago or up to 2 years ago, we did a video called the husband tag on my channel. I would leave the link in the description, and from that video I got some requests saying we should do a video about how we met. And you guys, it's not like I've been trying to dodge it, I just keep forgetting to do that video. So now that I was scheduling videos for the month and for December, I decided why not just film this video with my husband. Today was like the perfect day to film the video. So I'm going to be taking you guys down memory lane. If you've been married for 7 years, this is our 7th year, and next year, June or July?
June 10th.
So next year on the 10th of June we'll be 8 years married, and we've known each other for 11 years. 11 years, I mean, that's a long time. I'm going to be taking you guys down memory lane, just in case, just to let you guys know. First of all, I'm going to be talking more than him, because I feel like a woman's experience is way different from a man's experience when it comes to like relationships and marriage and all that. So just to let you guys know, he'll probably clip in once in a while, but then I will talk more because I'm a better storyteller, a better narrator, you know, hence the YouTube channel. So first of all, if you guys are not subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also click on that bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video. So let's just start with this video. So yeah, in the whole bus stop thing, so I'm not even going to go that way. Yes, we met at the bus stop, blah blah blah, but then I want to, because apart from telling you guys this, it's also going to take us back to how we actually started off before we got married, had children, and you know, for a couple of things changed. So it's a good way for us to relive those memories and, you know, still try to remember the reason why we fell in love with each other and all of that. So, you know, there are a lot of purposes behind this video. I would say a lot happened between when we met and when we got married. So that's basically what this video is about. Just, and then I feel like I have a couple of questions I'm going to ask him. I've never asked him before, and I really want to know. So he's going to be on the hot seat. He's going to have to answer those questions. And if there's anything I think he might want to ask, I will definitely allow him to ask me any of those things. So let me start, because I feel like I said I will tell the story better. So we met in 2007. We met at a bus stop. We entered the bus together. He collected my number. Somehow we started talking over phone, you know, once in a while we talk. And that year we met was 2007. That was the year I got into school. So I wrote JAMB exam that year, and then I got admission into school that year. So when I went off to school, before I went off to school, I think we were talking for a bit, but when I went to school, we just stopped talking. Like, communication just died completely, and I don't know why. So I want to ask you why did you stop calling? Because I mean, as a girl, I won't be the one calling you, so why did you stop calling?
Okay, if I can remember vividly, at that time I think I was job hunting.
Okay.
I was trying to re-strategize my life. Okay. I'd gotten to the point where I felt I was already, I'd finished university a couple of years before then, and I felt it was time for me to start getting my things together. Okay. And I needed a lot of concentration and time. Okay. Even though you were always on my mind, but I just felt that, you know, I needed to put myself right first before I move forward.
I'm not saying this for the first time, but you guys believe it. The funny thing was, during the period of me getting into school, the whole while we were not talking, I wasn't sure. I was like, what's this? Like, this guy doesn't call me. You know, the funny thing is that once in a while he will call me, And then I don't even know what to make of the conversation. I'm like, are we dating? Are we friends? What exactly are we? Because he won't call me and act like, oh, it's been so long we talked. He would just expect us to continue conversation from the last time we talked. And I've always been very big on communication. I hate relationships where there's no communication. I've always hated the fact that I might be dating someone and then someone can call me and say, oh, where is this person? And then I don't even know where you are. So I've always been big on communication, like day to day, hour per hour communication. So when there was that long distance and then he calls me, I'm like, is this guy normal? Like, you don't talk to me. Like, I think there was time we went as long as 1 or maybe even 2 years without even talking. Like, I didn't know what he was doing. He probably didn't know what I was doing. And then the next time he called me was like, oh, I want to see you. This guy is in. Share your head is correct. It was so annoying that way back I was doing this Nokia. There's this Nokia black and white screen phones, and there was this tone that said an idiot is calling. That was the tone I used for him. He was that irritating. And my mom will remember very well, because when I came for holidays, my phone would be ringing. You know how you can assign a tone to each person, each of your contacts? So that was the tone I assigned to him. And then my mom would be like, an idiot is calling. Who is this person calling? I said, Mommy, just forget about it. But you know, I feel like she suspected that he would probably be a guy. But that was the tone I used for him. And I remember in school, my very good friends, Kristin, and I used to call me, I don't know if it was Mrs. Abang or Miss, you know how friends will like make jest of you. They've heard the story, they know that the guy irritates you, so they just start calling you Mrs. And then they were always calling you Mrs. Abang, Mrs. Martins. I can't remember what it was that they were calling me, and it was so irritating. I was like, why are you calling me this name? Like, this guy, I don't understand him. Someone will just sit down and then he won't call you, and then the next time he calls you, he wants us to pick up from where we left off. Like, how does it make sense?
Do you know I'm just hearing this one?
You know the funny, you know what the funny things that happened during that period? When he will call me back, I'll be like, what exactly is this guy's plan? Like, I was so confused. What exactly is this guy's plan? You know what I did? There was time I was broke in school. I don't know if he remembers. I was so broke in school. So way back when I think even now it still happens. As young girls, there are guys that would come to you, maybe ask you out, and then you don't like them, and then you keep on telling them, I said I'm not interested in a relationship. And when they keep on pestering you, like, let me just collect money from this person. So I was so broke that period. I was like, let me even ask this guy for money. So I sent him a message like, I'm broke in school, I need money, please can you send some money to me? Do you remember? You don't remember? Do you know that this man did not say anything? No yes, no no, just nothing. Like, no reply. No reply. So, and you're now here saying you don't remember. What was your plan? Because this type of people, they probably want to hold you down to know that, okay, she's my babe, before I can even say, let me even, like, I didn't hear from him, nothing. So I was like, this one doesn't have plan. This one doesn't have plan. Money he don't want to give me. Okay, then what are we now doing? What exactly are we friends? Are we? Because I know that when he came up to me and from our conversations, it wasn't like he just wanted us to be friends. It was like he wanted us to be more than friends. But then he wasn't taking the right action. So I wasn't seeing, there was no seriousness. I was really confused. I think when we really started talking was in my second year or my third year. I think it was my third year, because I know we stayed at least 2 years without really communicating with each other. It was in my third year we kind of started talking. I remember the first time he called me, I was home for the holidays, my third year holiday, and I got a job in a crèche. So I registered in a gym somewhere around my parents' house. So I was coming back from the gym when I went to check the gym out, when he called me and he was like, oh, that he's in so place, you know, can I really be able to see me? And I'm like, this guy, should I not? And I was just standing at my bus stop, so he was like, I could just take a straight bus down to where he was. So I was like, okay, let's meet up somewhere. So we met up at 1 and Italy, around where both our parents were staying. And I think that was like the very first time we sat down in an open place. And there was a friend of yours. Do you remember who he was?
I think it was Tony and Godwin.
Yes, it was Tony. And when we were there, all he was calling me his wife, and I'm like, how do you not talk to me in a long time and then see me and start calling me your wife? and this is very common with Nigerian men. I don't know what it is. I was constantly telling him, don't call me your wife. Don't call me your wife. I'm not your wife. I'm not your wife. And the funny thing is that his friends are there. Those ones, they don't even mind. They will be helping him to even call you wife. And he even knows that even when he's telling you about his friends, maybe he's telling you about their girlfriends, and then he calls the person, I'm like, she's not his wife. Don't call. Don't people know what wife is? If someone is someone's girlfriend or someone's fiance, don't call them wife. They are not wives. Do you know what it is to be a wife? So you won't talk to me in like 2 years, and then the day we decide to like meet up and sit down, you're not calling me your wife. What's the meaning?
I've never heard most of these things.
And I remember that his hand was on my hand. Like, he will call me over and he will put his hand, and I'm like, I'm not your wife. Like, well, just seeing after a very long time, and then you're calling me your wife. You don't remember?
I think I do. At that time, I don't know. Before that time, you know, normal guys now were just living our normal guys' life, and so many distractions and so many people coming all of a sudden, you know. So
I want to ask you, during that period, did you see anybody? You definitely would have.
Oh yeah, I was.
You did?
Yeah, I was.
So you not keep yourself from me?
I did.
You were gallivanting all the while.
I did. Listen, I did. And let's go back to the money part, which I don't remember. Trust me, I don't remember. Because there was no impression of such from you, and I had a lot of friends, girlfriends, that were always asking for money then. So I probably thought it was the normal format I get.
Format?
But I really don't remember you.
You were very format.
Yeah, I really don't remember you asking me for money. And
well, I did, because I was like, this guy is not serious, so why don't I just chop his money? Okay? I cannot now lose both ways. He not do love, he has to do money. So what now made you now decide? Like, obviously from the way things turned out, you still had me in mind all the while.
I always had you in mind. There was never a time to keep my mind.
Oh.
Something always told me that this was your wife. Trying to stabilize, focus, and I was a bit playful too. Yeah, true.
Playboy.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we were saying, so that third year was actually when we like kind of solidified things. From that day, we're seeing each other, we're talking, and then the good thing was that the next semester was my IT semester, so I came home for IT, and you know, IT is 6 months, a period of 6 months, so I saw him very, very well during. The fact that I almost didn't do my IT, so secret, don't tell anybody. We hung out
for me.
Hung out a lot during that, but that was really when we, you know, we really now started, you know, the whole relationship thing. And I remember something else during that period when we just started. I've always been very particular about that sentence, I love you, because when I was younger and I had a lot of girlfriends that were about my age, it was very easy to throw the word I love you around. Like, people just throw it around. It's like you're dating somebody, so it's necessary for you to always say you love the person, and necessary for you to always put I love you in every text message you send or at the end of every call. I was very, very particular, because from the onset, I've always known what I wanted from when I was really, really young, and when I even started, you know, dating and all that. So I remember when we would start going out, he would always tell me I love you, and then I wouldn't answer him. Do you remember? He would tell me I love you, and then I won't say anything. He's like, why are you not? I'm like, I want to be sure that I actually love you before I open my mouth to say it, because I feel like without what I love you, that sentence I love you, when you start to say it, you start to believe it even if you're not feeling it. When you start to tell somebody I love you even when the feeling is not there, it becomes a norm, it becomes a part of you, and then even if you're not loving that person, your body just tends to feel like it's in love with that person.
There were so many breaks, and I was the first person that used the word I love you, so it was only natural for you not to reciprocate. It's normal.
No, it's not natural. A lot of people would tell you I love you too.
I felt
a lot of girls my age, because when I met him, how old was I? I was 17. I was 17, 18 anyway.
11 years.
So by the time we hooked up again, I was about 20. I mean, I feel like a lot of people would tell you they love you too. once you tell them that. And
I'm saying you did not reciprocate, so
yes.
I clearly understood.
But you were always asking. You were always like,
no, why shouldn't I ask?
But anyway, it got to a point where I started to feel something. So I told him, I love you too. I think, when did we now get engaged? I think it was that 3rd year. We had a lot of time during my IT, man. 6 months, that's a long time. I think it was just fun all through the time when it was just 2 of us, because man, a lot has happened over the years, with coupled with children. But I remember when it was just 2 of us when we were engaged. I remember how we took that road trip down, and I still remember, because that's like the only reasonable trip that we've gone on together that I know I enjoyed. And I feel like right now that we're married, when we're going out there, I've always been a very shy and reserved person, but then I study things a lot. So now that we got married, he's like, you were not talking like this when we were there. That time you used to be very quiet. Now you're not quiet. Now you're not.
I was the talking one then.
I've not want to enter into something and then start just blabbing up and down. I like to study, I like to look, I like to know when to talk. But now that we're married, I'm like, why should I hold anything back? It's me and you for life, so anything goes. I don't have filter at this point. There's no filter. I remember how we took a trip to my school from Lagos. We went to my school. It was in Oka. Went to Oka first. We stayed at one very nice hotel. We know, I think I had something to do in school, that's why we actually went to school. So from my school we now went to Calabar, and you know, we had fun. We went to Tinapa. That's when I went to Tinapa for the first time. So we had fun. So I'm just praying to God, be a helper, be a provider, so that we can go on another trip together, just me and you. Anyway, hopefully that we have another trip together without children, because these children they can tire somebody a lot of times. How would you like us to go? Let's say it, because we put it in the public now. The angels are hearing us. Something can just happen.
Venice will be nice.
Oh. Venice.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not bad too. I'm just surprised that was the first place you mentioned. I want to go to, then what's that country? Singapore.
Yeah, oh. Singapore is beautiful.
Singapore. I want to go to Singapore. So is there any other thing you want to say to me or to the public about your wife? How I've changed your life, you know?
I think I said it all in the Ebony Life.
Tell us, don't tell us Ebony, what is said in Ebony Life.
Okay. How very annoying sometimes. Very annoying, but I like it that you just know how to switch in from being very annoying to being very nice. And I like it that you're always by my side. No matter what happens, we're always sticking together.
You don't have anywhere else to go.
I like it that you're the only one I can share my deep thoughts.
I hope I'm the only one you don't share with your friends. Because you men and these people's friends, I don't know what do men even discuss with their friends. Better be only me that you're sharing on your deepest thoughts with them.
Discuss business.
We discuss business.
We discuss life generally.
Okay.
It's different.
Okay.
Yeah, with you.
Okay.
What else?
This man's an amazing man. I'm happy for him. I'm grateful for him. And he said I'm annoying. He's double annoying. He's irritating. He's Jesus. See this married thing. Sometimes you hate the person, and then sometimes you're like why was I even not seeing those kind of thoughts?
But very inevitable in marriage. It's normal. People think the other person, you know, negatively. Things come into your mind when you're upset. But I would like to advise couples, married people, that no matter what you think, no matter what tries to cluster your mind, you know, take a seat, take a chill pill, relax. You know, think about the good things about that person, and everything will be fine. You'll find out that after some time you learn to forgive that person easily. Learn to just let go of things. Learn to just forgive as quickly as possible. You know, then life becomes easier.
Yeah, said it all. So thank you so much for doing this, even though we have another video to film after this.
Huh?
I'm hungry as heck. I'm not giving food because I want him to take this video seriously.
Did I take it seriously?
Yes, you did. So thank you.
Bye.